Hello, everyone. Did you ever wonder what languages the Bible was written in originally? Well, the Bible was written over many centuries by many different authors and in three main languages: Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. The story of how it eventually came into Latin is fascinating, and it happened gradually rather than through one single translation, which I'll cover in the very next Catholic Trivia video. So let's go over the three biblical languages. The first one is Hebrew. That is most of the Old Testament. Most of the books of the Old Testament were written in biblical Hebrew. That was the language of ancient Israel. Some of the books in the Old Testament were also written in Greek, which we call the Deuterocanonicals. It's second canon. The second language would be Aramaic, and that's only portions of the Old Testament. So just a few sections were written in Aramaic, a language closely related to Hebrew. Notable examples would include parts of Daniel and Ezra. Aramaic was also the everyday language of many Jews in the time of Jesus. Probably Jesus spoke Aramaic. That was his native language. And of course, he would have encountered Hebrew and Greek as well. And now the third is Greek. And as I said, there were actually seven books in the Old Testament written in Greek. The whole New Testament was written in Greek, the entire New Testament, and it was written in what we call Koine Greek, Koine, and that's the common form of Greek spoken throughout much of the Eastern Roman Empire. Greek was an especially important language because it was widely understood throughout the Mediterranean world. All right, now, how did those three languages that it was originally written in, how did that get moved into Latin? And that will be the subject of the very next video. So I look forward to seeing you in that one. Have a wonderful day and God bless you.